All right, peace, peace, peace. Good morning, man. Just wanna come back with a quick video, man. The importance of us, I want to get into first of all. Hopefully, the Most High in your house shall blessing y'all. We having a good morning. I was gonna get into something real quick because this is very cool, man. This is how important to us coming back, to the scriptures in the Most High in your house shall and the law, statutes, and commandments too, man. Because I'm just saying, reading this, I read this verse a lot. It's Proverbs 27. As I told y'all, I like to do every day. At least I try every day, but if I can't, Lord's will, read the proverb of the day. Or if it's like the 20, today's the 27th, so it's Proverbs 27, so on and so forth. I try to do that, but I kind of looked at, I was just reading the scripture again. It's kind of, help me go and meditate on it again, because it just kind of woke me up to how important the, us as a nation coming back, and keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, because I always say it's our code of conduct, because it's like when we do things, our way is not gonna work, leaning to our own understanding, is because that's what culture is, having the code of conduct, knowing like history, where you come from, your records, how your morality, how you're supposed to live. Okay, all right, okay. So is the next, person is your neighbor? Is the next family next to you is your neighbors doing the same thing? Also, that's what's, that is our code of conduct, pretty much. But anyway, I just want to get into this, man, how important that is because, I read the scripture over, I read the scripture over and over, man. So and I just want to get into a little bit. This is Proverbs 27 and 10. It says, "Do not forget your friends or your father's friends. If you are in trouble, don't ask for a relative for help. A nearby neighbor can help you more than a relatives who are far away." I'm gonna read that one more time. Do not forget your friends or your father's friends. If you are in trouble, don't ask a relative for help. A nearby neighbor can help you more than a relative who is far away. So, and also too, before I get this, also too, before I get into it, actually, let me get this because this is important. Uh, that word neighbor, but before I get into it, I'm gonna wait to get into that. But this is also too, this kind of lines up with First Kings, was it 3? This is kind of what David said actually to Solomon before he died too. So, because that's what, before when David was on his deathbed, this is what he said to Solomon. So this is where this proverb comes from my understanding as well. Because y'all can read that. Is it First Kings 3? Um, yeah, First Kings 3, I believe. This is kind of because that's what David said to Solomon. All the people that were loyal to David, that showed David kindness. Solomon says, "Do right by them. Don't forget them." Even to now, he's so supposed to do that. You know, um, even now, man. That's what our fathers tell us now. Even our families tell us now. Do right by those people that I'm sure. Shoot, I have an aunt. That's she's not my biological aunt, but that's damn near my aunt. It's like my mom's best friend. So it's sort of like that dynamic, pretty much. So I'm sure y'all had that as well. Y'all not they might not biologically be family, but they're so close. It's like they are. Um, so yes, it's line up with First Kings 3. So, but this is important. I'm gonna read this again because I'm about to get into something. This is important. Um, it says, "Do not forget your friends or your father's friend if you are in trouble. Don't ask a relative for help. A nearby neighbor can help you way more than relatives who live far away." So yeah, man, you might have what you call them. Might get into a situation, or a problem or a stumbling block or issue, but you might not have family that lives in the same area as you, but that's see that, but it just laying out here that how important the commandments are, man, that we keep these, man, because it's our code of conduct. And it says a neighbor that that lives better ask a neighbor, that neighbor being your own nation. Actually, but this is important, to love your neighbor like you love yourself, because you know because when you do that, a lot of situations, a lot of problems that you have can be fixed. That's why this scriptures are a code of conduct. So let me get this real quick too. Yeah, Leviticus chapter 19 verse uh Leviticus chapter 19 verses. Hold on. Yep. Not Leviticus chapter 19 verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear a grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. I am the Yahweh. I am the Most High. So yeah, man, we're supposed to love each other like we love ourselves, man. We're supposed to do right by each other, keep these laws, statutes, commandments. That's what that's how we love each other, man. Is doing that, man. So is looking out for each other, to have that love for one another, because it just says here, a neighbor can help you more than the relatives who are far away. Because even then, as the world is waxing colder and colder and colder, that dynamic is going to fade away. And you see that it's not even no community based anymore, man. It's not even like even compared to I was growing up, man. You don't even have neighbors that kind of look out for each other, man. But that's all prophecy. I went into this to actually no, let me get this in a second. That's just chapter 7 and 21 real quick. My favorite ones. Yeah, it's a second. That just chapter 21, 7, verse 21. For Yahweh have given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. I'm going to read that one more time. For Yahweh have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, what they should do to observe to avoid punishment, man. So the scriptures tell, I'm going to read that one more time because I'm really messed that up. I'm going to read it right. For Yahweh hath given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. I'm sorry, I added to do. I'm sorry, but amen. So the scriptures tell us what to do and what not to do. It's a code of conduct, man. So that's why it gives us that what tells us what to do and what not to do, man. Because when you're doing what we think is right, like Proverbs say, shoot, or man, paraphrasing, you could do what you think is right, but that'll lead to the road of death, man. So yeah, man. But back to I was saying, it's all prophecy, man. Because growing up like now, it's not even. I tell the story like a few months ago. I was with my homie, man, because he lives around where I grew up at, West Philly, and we just gone out there, like just kind of do what we used to do, like back in the days. We was watching movies one time. I think we came home from work or something, and this one I was at the corporate America at the law firm. So we watched 3 movies. When I was like, let's throw football. Let's play I forgot what game we played, like with the basketball or something like that. So but we was out there, man. Nobody was in there, nobody was outside, man. But it's getting like that now. But that's all prophecy, man. So even growing up, even in this captivity, it's not even gonna be like even like community based anymore, man. Neighbors not even gonna look out for each other anymore. So that love is not even there anymore. Let's go to Isaiah 24 now, man. So this is how important this it is. Because even I was talking about this with somebody at work the other day. Even like back in the days growing up, man, most of the shows now is it's not even shows now. Now people just watching the podcast, and you got, or your podcast now, or YouTube channels about talking about this, all types of wickedness and nonsense, man. So but now even the TV now, it's not even age. It's not even like, it's just getting worse and worse. Music, TV now. But now I was talking about this to somebody the other day. It's even growing up now. Like, cause I grew up on the latter end of it, but still, like sitcoms was the thing. It was basically off of family. It was off of family based, more families being together. But that's all like not even the thing now. But even growing up, man, that neighbors looking out for each other. That's not even a thing, because I'm pretty sure y'all grew up in certain places like that when like neighbors actually looked out for one another, man. Because naturally, man, we love each other, we look out for each other. We supposed to, but we naturally should, man. That's what. But now it's just everything, like scripture say, lovers of themselves, everybody's gonna be out for himself. But to the point I was making, like I was saying when I was out there, when I grew up, because even where I grew up, where I was always bad, but it just got even worse because it was always. But it's Isaiah chapter 24 verse 10. It says, "The city of confusion is broke. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man come in." So yeah, every house is shut up. People don't come outside anymore, man. Because I was actually talking about this with a brother a while back. He said when I was reading the scriptures, I was talking to him about this precept to him, this scripture. He said, "Yeah, man, like remember back in the days, man, we could just like like kind of you could even show up not." It's not really good to show up unannounced, but sometimes you could be just driving by or be around in the area, and you could just pop up on your loved ones, a friend or a neighbor or a relative, and just stop by. Y'all might have a little dinner, just come over for a little bit. But you can't do that nowadays. People on edge now. That's why you know it's gonna be everybody. Like Second Ezra says, it's gonna be every man, pretty much everybody for themselves. It says actually no. Let me grab that. You try to do it nowadays, people they paranoid, but I mean rightfully so, but you can't even do that. They paranoid, you might lose your life just checking up because they might think you somebody else, and that's how more it's going to get. But yeah, where's that at? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 24. At that time, friends fight one another against like enemies, and those that the earth shall stand in fear with those things that dwell therein. That the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So yeah, I'm reading this one more time. At that time, friends shall fight one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run. So yeah, man, that's how it is. It's gonna be like childhood friends that grew up together, fight like enemies, and we've seen that even now to this day, man. So the love of many is wax and cold. But I'm bringing it back to scripture, man, because I want to digress a little bit that story, but that's why it's important for us to keep these, man. Because actually, man, you know what? That's what I was saying too with the brother early, with the brother I was talking to, with my brothers, like back in like the days like back in like our ancestors, our forefathers, like we used to take the stranger and say like we used to you could just used to be able to lodge over a stranger's house, like you didn't know, because I was guided by the law, statutes, commandments. We were guided by something. We moved that way. Now certain times that didn't go well, like you can read about that in Judges, with the Levite and what the Benjamites did, and the woman that got raped, the concubine that left, or the wife or the that left, and y'all can read about that in Judges that account with the Benjamites. But for the most part, man, that's actually we command. It says, listen, take the stranger in, man. So that's how it is even back then. But even growing up, most of y'all growing up now, it was more like that. Y'all had like a certain elder, older man or elder woman on the block that will take care and look out for everybody, man. But that's not how it is, man. So I just wanted to touch on that, man, because I just felt like I just read the scripture, also not only is it talking about David saying to Solomon, but that was that dynamic as I went through as well, that I was looking out for each other, loving our neighbors like we love ourselves, loving each other as if we love ourselves, man, because that's when we do that, we prove how much we love the Most High Yahweh, and we do that to each other also too, man. We supposed to love each other, man. That's how we supposed to do, man. So anyway, so hopefully it's edifying. So peace.